Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I don't guarantee I won't cry because, you know me. Sorry I haven't been able to vlog. I thank you all for, still being there waiting for me. Well, I hope that is, that you're still there waiting for me. I have some quotes here and I have some words from a song, a beautiful song. Let me know if you can relate to that song. And I know some of you may not be mothers or wanted to be mothers and couldn't be mothers. Or the most horrible thing is walking out of a hospital after going in pregnant and coming out with empty arms. That has to be the most god-awful thing in the world. So for those and the people who lost their children in many ways, different ways, maybe they just don't give a crap, or God forbid, God took them back. I think of you all and pray for you, all of you. So we'll start with the words from A Mother's Day by Jim Brickman. It says, am I taping it? Let's see, it's been so long I didn't know how to do it. It says, Mom and Dad were reading in the den. Mom said, I'm going to go to bed, it's late. She went to the kitchen to make 3 school lunches, in my case 8. Another night in A Mother's Day. Put the cereal bowls out for breakfast. Set the coffee maker for 6 a.m. I don't drink coffee, by the way. I did that for my husband's sewed a loose button on brother's shirt for him. Checked sister's math homework. Sent a note to the teacher. Added eggs to the grocery list. Started a load of wash. Made sure the doors were locked. Put water in the puppy's dish. Wrote a check to the children's piano teacher. Turned the dishwasher on. And Dad called out, Honey, what's taking you so long? Oh man, could I say something about that? But I won't. Here, nope, not here, wrong word. Have I ever thanked you for everything you've done? Now all that I can say is, I love you, Mom. Hung some art on the refrigerator door and headed up the stairs. Kissed all the children and helped Sister comb her wavy golden hair. Washed her makeup off and turned on the bath. Lay down in the moon's soft light and kissed Dad good night. Have I ever thanked you for everything you've done? Now all that I can say is, I love you, Mom. Thank you for nursing me through all those colds and fevers. Thank you for believing in me when there were no other believers. And it's never too late to say, I love you, Mom. It's a really beautiful song. You might want to look it up on YouTube. Put in Jim Brickman, A Mother's Day. Maybe lyrics. I don't know how you put it in. But it's really a very, very nice song. Wish I could play it for you, but we can't. I don't know why I can't. I don't make any money on YouTube. Even though they put commercials on my YouTube. I was looking back at my old videos, so I don't know. I think they could just give us a little bit of the money, But anyhow. So that's that. And then I had some quotes that you might want to share with your mom. If you're lucky enough to have a mom, make sure you call her. Because you know what? She's not going to be here forever. And those of you who are like in my time of life, where the kids are grown, then you don't have a mom anymore. If you have a mom, if you gotta swallow your pride or whatever you gotta do, call your mom, because you know what? One day she won't be here. I was thinking about a friend who did not appreciate their mother. And I would always say, one day your mother's not going to be there. And then they'd just say, yeah, I know, but never appreciated their mother. Never went out of the way for their mother. It was really sad. Well, guess what? They don't have their mother anymore. So, I don't mean that to sound cruel. Does that sound cruel? I didn't mean it to sound cruel. It's just, you're lucky. I was 15 years old when I walked into the kitchen of my birth mom, and she was dead on the floor. That was an awful memory that I had to have in my head forever. She lived in Canada, and that's where I started out. And then her and my dad got divorced, and I ended up with my aunt, her sister, in the US of A. Too bad. I wish I'd stayed in Canada. But anyhow, the mom, my aunt / mom, raised me. And her death was also awful. She ended up in a nursing home, and I moved heaven and earth to try to get her out because she broke her hip. I'm sure I told the story before, but in case there's anyone new. So my aunt, who I refer to as my mom, was married to my uncle, which that's what he was. And he was, as all her friends would say, my mom's friends, he was so lazy, and she always waited on him, but she was from that generation. And she was getting old, and she had to use a walker. This was before she broke her hip. Did I tell you that? I don't know. I'm trying not to cry. But anyhow, so she would just wait on him hand and foot, and I told him, you should be taking care of her. There's nothing wrong with him. So one day I went over at dinner time, and I was sitting there between her and him, like she sat by the window, and I sat right next to her, so there'd be no way for her to get by me to wait on him unless I moved. And my butt was not going to leave that chair. I was going to prove to her that nothing would happen to him if he went and got his own food. I said, if he gets hungry enough, he's going to get his own food. And I wasn't being cruel. I was just trying to protect her from falling. Because when you get old and you fall, it's the beginning of the end usually. And I said, you're going to fall and break your hip. Oh, no, I won't. I won't do that. It's just easier because he what? What? What is he, He's lazy. Let him do it himself. Well, first he spit and spout and yelled and blah, blah, blah. I'm hungry. Almost like imagine in your head with this old guy who loves to eat, with him pounding on the table with his hands. I'm hungry, I want to eat. I'm hungry, I want to eat. I says, good. Go get it. The food's on the stove. Again, I wasn't being mean. I was just trying to help her. And she was just let me get up. I said, you're fine. And I had already got her plate. Yes, I could have got his plate, but no, I didn't. Because you know what? There's some guys that are Peter Pan forever. And I didn't want him to be the reason that she ended up falling and breaking her hip. Well, it was. But anyhow, so he went and got the food, spit and spout, and acted like a little bratty kid. But you know what? I says, look at that. He got his own food, and he even took the dish and rinsed it off in the sink. I says, there you go. I proved to you. He's still there. He's still okay. But did she learn? Heck no. So I think it was the next day I get a call. She's in emergency. It's around midnight, 1 a.m., I don't know. She broke her hip. Yep. Waiting on her husband. And that was the beginning of her end. Because she had to do her therapy in the nursing home. If she was older. Plus, I don't know. Maybe there's worse breaks than other. I don't remember why anymore, but once you get in the nursing home, it's very hard to get you out. Unless you have a lot of money and you can bribe someone, I guess. I don't know. But anyhow, that was a very sad day for me. And what I'd do to have her back, or my birth mom back. If only there was a phone up to heaven, that Mother's Day we could call our moms and have a little conversation and let them know. Like my birth mom, she died obviously. I was 15. I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. She, didn't get to experience her grandchildren. But my, not really surrogate mom, not literally surrogate, but you know what I mean, she did. And the kids called her grandma because she was my mom. So anyhow, do you have any stories to share? Is your mom still alive? I know some people here, back in the day when I started my channel, it was small and cozy and we shared stories, and I know a lot of your stories about your moms and all, and the people that have them. I haven't heard from them in a while, so I don't know if they still do, or if the other ones still feel the way they do, or hopefully have made peace with their moms and all. It may be the first Mother's Day that, talking about people my age may not have their moms, that empty chair thing again. Just hold on to the memories because nobody can take them away. So now I'm going to look for those quotes I had to share with you. Before I share the quotes, how many of you still have those macaroni necklaces where the little handprints made in, what's that glue they use? Not glue, paint. They stick their hand in it. They make the little hands, or on Thanksgiving they put their hand and then they make it into a turkey. And the little ornaments on the Christmas tree that they make with their picture on, or they come home with a book order. And they want this book and that book. I was lucky my children at least read the books. I know some people just didn't. And it's so hard to say no when they want a book or a few books. So I always got them books. It was cheaper than getting them from the library, because when we got them from the library, we always lost them somehow. So it turned out cheaper to buy them. So let's see where I put those quotes I found. Well, these aren't the ones I picked out, but these are the ones I found. I don't know what happened. I wrote it on a paper and everything, but anyhow. A mother is the heartbeat in the home, and without her there seems to be no heart throb. How did I read? No, that's right, I read it. It's by Leroy Brownlow. God could not be anywhere, and therefore he made mothers. Rudyard Kipling, I believe he's a poet. All that I am or hope to be I owe to my mom. Abraham Lincoln. Here's a cute one. These are ones written by people to their mothers, but it doesn't say who this is from or to, but it says, there aren't enough words in the world to say how much you mean to me. I love you, Mom. I cannot imagine what it was like to put up with all my escapades throughout the years, but you've done it with grace and patience. Thank you for loving me and putting up with me. Can you imagine those words? Huh? When your kids were little? All the things they got into and did? Interesting, huh? Oh, we have a blank spot. I hope you're still there. I just fell asleep, for Pete's sake. I haven't been sleeping well for quite a while. Hopefully it's not a long blank spot. Anyhow, this is Proverbs Proverbs 31:31. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Psalm 139:13-14. For you formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. That's really nice. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful, and your works my soul knows it well. That's interesting. I like that one. Well, anyhow, what is I picked out real nice ones and I had them already on a piece of paper, but for whatever reason, things happen for a reason, I guess. I just picked them out from looking them up. And sorry, I dozed off. I have not felt good lately and I haven't been able to sleep, and I guess it caught up with me on this Mother's Day. I guess from all the work I've done through all these years, I needed to fall asleep. Sorry, I hope you're still here. So what are y'all doing for Mother's Day? I pray for all of you, for all the ones with that god-awful empty chair. Could be for in our generation. Our moms may not be here, but if you have a mom here, suck it up, Buttercup. Give her a hug if she's close by. Make her a meal, take her out to eat, call her, do something, what I'd do to be able to talk to my birth mom or the mom that raised me. There should be a telephone line up to heaven. If only you can use it once a year on Mother's Day, I would love it. If you don't have your mom and you're like me, you just have this awful lonely feeling, but you gotta hold on to those memories. Sometimes you gotta search for them. Might have to close your eyes and think about them. I'm not going to close my eyes so I don't fall asleep again. But anyhow, I forgot if I asked you, what are you doing today? Me? This Mother's Day 2025 is the worst Mother's Day. Well, the last few years haven't been good, but this year has got to be the worst Mother's Day on record for me. So I don't have nothing to share. I have been craving a chocolate milkshake for so long, and as you know, there's no way I can go get one, and there's no way I can make one home. Still. But anyhow, did I talk about the macaroni necklaces and all that? I think I did, but anyhow, if I did, sorry, I'm saying again, if I didn't, here they are, the macaroni necklaces, the handprints, the turkey made out of a handprint, what else everyone used to do? Oh, the little seeds. They come home with a little pot, usually with sunflower, and it's supposed to grow into a huge sunflower. I think only once did ours turn out that way. I had a green thumb when it came to doing my garden, but a little tiny sunflower coming home in a pot never made it in our place. I don't know why. But all those little gifts in the book fair at school with the little pamphlet with all the books the kids wanted. All kinds of things. We probably have many things in common if we were to share stories, but hold on to those memories in case, I don't know, in case things didn't turn out the way you thought they would, or you're alone for whatever reason. I pray for all of you, and I think of all of you all the time. So thank you to the new people. I'm sorry I haven't been able to vlog for a while. I feel like I'm falling asleep again. I'm so tired. Holy cow. I haven't slept since the day before Easter. But anyhow, I hope your Mother's Day is somehow good. Make it good. Read a book if you like to read, or take a walk, or just sit outside, or just do anything that makes you happy. So for now, I continue to think of all of you and pray. I don't know when or if I'm going to be coming back. I shouldn't say if I will be coming back, but I'm not sure when. I'm also having technical difficulties with the phone pretend phone, as I call it, the gas station phone. No, I got mine in the drugstore. I don't know, I'm not having a lot of luck, but anyhow, as for always, here's a long video, but there's probably, I don't know how long that pause was when I thought I pressed it off, when I was looking for the paper that I wrote it on, and I couldn't find it, and I dozed off. Oh, that's funny. The woman with insomnia forever dozed off. But anyhow, tell me about your plans today. Let me know what you're doing. So have a very happy Mother's Day. Make new memories and remember the old. So for now, happy Mother's Day to all of you that are moms. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Be kind to people. Share our channel with people. And I don't remember what all, be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Boy, it's been a long time. I don't remember what I said. But you know all this stuff. So for now, bye everyone. Thanks for watching.